We've all got fears. Some of them make sense, and some, well, not so much. Today, we're going to dive into this really charming story about a boy named Yamin, and his biggest enemy in the whole world, it's a chicken. This is his story, his quest to finally beat that fear. So, our story kicks off in a way you probably wouldn't expect, in the middle of the night with this sound.
I know. It sounds like complete gibberish, but it's actually the sound of a nightmare.
And here he is. This is Yamin, our hero. And that bizarre cry you just heard, well, that's a window into his deepest, darkest secret, a fear that's so big it basically follows him around. So Yamin's friend shakes him awake, and the truth finally spills out. He was having a nightmare about a chicken. Yeah, a chicken. But listen, this wasn't just any old chicken. This one apparently tricked him, baited him with food, and then ate it all itself. And for Yamin, that's not just a silly dream, it's like a deep personal betrayal. His friend is just completely lost. A chicken? Really? But he pretty quickly hones in on what the real danger is here. And, spoiler alert, it's not the bird. It's the social humiliation. The thought of everyone calling him cowardly Yamin is way, way scarier than any nightmare. So a plan is hatched. Pun totally intended. And what do you know, a new chicken farm just opened up nearby. I mean, it's the perfect battleground, right? A chance for a little exposure therapy, for Yamin to go face his feathered demons head on. So the choice here is pretty stark. On one side, he can stay at cowardly Yamin forever, getting teased, always being afraid. Or on the other side, he can actually find his courage. The call to adventure has been made, and he's picking up the phone. And you know what? At first, the plan seems to be working like a charm. He gets to the farm, he's surrounded by chickens, and he starts to realize, hey, these guys aren't so bad. They're not the monsters from his dream. He even spots this tiny little chick and calls it cute. It feels like victory is right there for the taking. So he's feeling pretty confident now. The boys go up to the farm's owner and ask if they can maybe just borrow that cute chick. But her response is this very specific and honestly pretty intriguing warning. She says the mother hen will habla them. Now, this word she uses, habla, is just perfect. It's not just a little peck. This word describes a full-on, frantic, aggressive attack. It captures that unique, wild fury of a mother hen protecting her baby. It's so descriptive. Okay, so the owner says, sure, you can borrow the chick for a day, but she's very clear. If you get clawed, pecked, or otherwise kablawed, that is not on me. You're on your own. And just like that, the stage is set for the final showdown. So, a new mission is born. The Great Chick Heist. They've got a plan. It's simple. But, reality often has a very different plan in mind. I mean, look at this plan. On paper, it's genius. It's her classic snatch and grab. You sneak in, you grab the chick, and you get out of there before Mama Hen even knows what hit her. Simple, right? What could possibly go wrong? Well, for starters, this is what goes wrong. Yamin, suddenly flooded with this huge burst of overconfidence, just has to be the hero. He shoves his friend aside, calls him an old man, and insists that he and only he is the one who's going to grab that check. Yeah, that whole burst of bravery lasts for like 3 seconds. He goes for it and immediately gets pecked. All you hear is, ow, 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 followed by a classic I told you so from his friend. His showboating led straight to failure. So, to put it mildly, it did not work. The mother hen was ready, she was protective, and there was absolutely no way she was letting a couple of kids just walk away with her baby. All right, so where does that leave our heroes? They've been totally owned by an angry chicken and chased off the farm. Now it's time for the debrief, to figure out what just happened. And you want to know their big takeaway from all this? It wasn't, oh, our plan was bad, or, wow, Yamin got a little too big for his britches. Nope. Their conclusion, that chicken was just plain rude, which is just a hilarious and perfectly kid-like way to deal with getting your butt kicked. Okay, let's look at the official mission debrief here. Objective, get the chick. Result, massive failure. Key takeaway, not bravery, but that mother hens are really, really fast. And the status of Yamin's fear of chickens? Oh yeah, that's still there. So, on the surface, this was a complete disaster, right? Mission failed, Yamin got pecked, end of story. But what if we're looking at this the wrong way? What if there was a totally different kind of victory hiding in there? Think about this. As they're walking home, completely defeated, his friend doesn't make fun of him. He doesn't say, "I told you so" again. Instead, he asks Yamin to sing his favorite song, to cheer them up. And just like that, this whole thing stops being about the failed mission and starts being about their friendship. And this moment, right here, this is the real heart of the whole story. Yamin starts singing this wonderfully bizarre, nonsensical song about a dolphin in a jungle. It makes no sense, and that's the point. It's just a moment of pure, silly, joyful friendship that has absolutely nothing to do with chickens or being afraid. Which really leaves us with this final thought. Yamin didn't conquer his phobia. I mean, he didn't win the battle, not by a long shot. But he did show up. He walked right onto that farm and stood face to face with the thing that terrified him. And maybe, just maybe, showing up to the fight is its own kind of